Hey guys, welcome to my new channel for the very first time, Mikey's American Dream. I'm so happy you are here and thank you so much for subscribing. The biggest reason I'm happy is because I'm actually able to make this channel because my American dream is slowly but very surely becoming a reality, and I'm so excited. I think there are a lot of people that move to the US from all over the world, the UK as well, and Europe, and even other poorer parts of the world, who move because they look at it as a better life, as a better way to live, as maybe more job opportunity, etc., etc. That is definitely a big part of why we chose the United States, but it isn't at the same time. If the US went into economic decline tomorrow, it would not affect our decision whatsoever. It is nothing to do with a sort of profiting as much as we possibly can ourselves, and better opportunities for us necessarily. That's just a really happy byproduct of, I think, our love for the US. It's been my dream to move to the US ever since I was a teenager. It actually stems from, I remember watching it's really weird that it stemmed from this, but I watched a documentary by Ken Burns on the Civil War, right? And I was infatuated with how complex the history of the Civil War is, and despite the fact that the United States was still a new country, and in fact it was less than 100 years old at the time, and from the moment of its inception, the moment of its discovery as a land, its history has been so explosive, should I say, because there's never really been a dull moment or a moment in American history that hasn't been something for the history books, right? Its very inception with the Revolutionary War, the creation of the US Constitution, which is possibly the most important legal document, maybe aside from the Magna Carta, that exists, because it is a codified constitution, not the first of its kind, but the most rigid of its kind for sure, and the one that ensures the most freedom. I found every piece of American history to be really interesting. So as I got more into American history, I started understanding American culture. It led me down a road of country music, and it really not altered my mindset, but my mindset really began to align politically, ideologically, socially with the United States. And to be frank, not with everyone in the United States. There is a huge divide in the US at the moment between those who believe in the far left policies of the Democrat Party and what's going on with, guns trying to be taken away, culture trying to be changed. And then there are those who are conservative and do not believe in all that stuff. I would class myself as one of those. So I really want to see the preservation of the American culture, and I really want to be a part of that preservation and a part of the culture itself. So that was the spiraling road that led me down to absolutely falling in love with the country. And a lot of this was before I even stepped foot in the country properly. I'd been there on vacation as a child to see family. But when you're a child, you don't understand the differences. You don't see things the way you do as an adult. We recently came back from a trip to Florida, and I'm actually really excited to be able to share a lot of the footage of that with you. So that'll be coming the next few days. And there are so many huge differences that I noticed now that I know that we're moving. Like, for example, we rented an F-150 truck, right? It was a twin turbocharged V6 3.5 litre engine, and you're like, you can't get that in the UK. That's illegal. That's not even produced or sold in the UK, right? Just the fact that gas is so cheap. I know you guys do it by gallons, but I'm going to convert this over for you. If you convert it over to litres, right, you're paying around 60 cents a litre. Even with the expensive prices of $3 per gallon, right? Well, we're paying £1.60 per litre in the UK. That would be about $1.80 per litre. If you times that by 8, you're looking at like, what were you looking at? 8? No, not by. You look by 5. you're looking at around $8 a gallon. That's what we pay. We pay $8 a gallon. This is supposedly a first world country. I'm not bashing the UK, but I'm so excited to be able to move over to the US. This is more of an introduction video and a welcome video. I'm really happy to be able to share every aspect of it with you. And one thing that I'm really excited to share with you as well is something that I didn't know for this country, the UK, is when people emigrate here to the UK, I never had an appreciation of just how difficult that might be. Maybe not so much from Europe when we were part of the European Union, but especially from outside of Europe, and especially now that the UK is out of the EU. I never understood the process or whether how difficult it was, but having gone through the process and currently going through the process of emigrating to the US, if there's any similarities, it's extremely hard. So if you guys wanted to know what the process is for someone like me to not only move to the US, but actually become a permanent resident and a citizen, I'd love to share that with you, because actually the process is super complex, quite long-winded, and there are so many applicants to migrate there. And of course, it is impacted greatly by illegal immigration, and that's a topic of conversation maybe for another day. But yeah, there's so much competition to get to the US. That's actually so difficult, and having managed to do it, although we haven't stepped foot in as residents yet, and we will be doing soon in January, we are so excited to do this. It's opened my eyes to how difficult it must be to move country, especially over to the US. But yes, guys, thank you so much for being here, and a lot of you who messaged me on the other channel and gave your support and how happy you were that we were moving. Thank you so much. Honestly, we couldn't be happier, and for us there was two choices really. It was either Florida or Texas, and we were trying for Florida, to be honest, for quite a while, but it's been a really long-winded process. A lot of things fell through, and we both managed to find really an ability that we managed to find a way to start a new life in Texas, and that is what we've gone for. Look, in the next few videos, I'm going to really set out my reasons for wanting to move to the US. We're obviously going to be in a stage soon where we're going to be thinking about having children, and in my personal opinion, there is nothing more that I want for them than to be raised in the US. There are so many more benefits. There are drawbacks to everything. For example, it's going to be really weird that my children are not going to speak the same way I do, right? I'm going to be the outlier. They're probably going to have like Texan accents, and I'm going to be speaking like a Londoner still. But that's fine. We're just really excited. So welcome to the channel. I'm really looking forward to sharing every aspect of it with you. I'm going to try and release a new video at least every 2 days, and a new topic on conversation. This is a really great opportunity for you guys to ask me questions. Ask me anything you want. Anything you want to know about our choices to move to the US, about the process, what we'll be doing, where we'll be going, what our plans are. Because we have plans already set out for, once we get to Texas, where's our first vacation going to be? Because I don't think we're going to leave the US for 5 years. There are so many things to see within the US. There's no need to. So like Tasha really wants to go to New Orleans for her birthday. So we'll go to New Orleans for a birthday, and we want to see everything. We want to go up to Yellowstone National Park, and there are so many other things. We want to go see Tombstone, Arizona, for example, because I'm a big Wyatt Earp fan. There's so much. So if you guys have any recommendations, that'd be great. Leave them down below in the comments. And if you have any video requests or any requests of topics you'd like me to speak on, go ahead. But this is essentially going to be like a 7-year story. And it should get more exciting once we move over, because you can see how excited I am by all the new things I'm doing, all the new things I'm learning, my ability to maybe own a pickup, a full-size pickup, not these small little English ones, but a full-size F-150. I am a Ford guy, unfortunately. Tasha does currently drive a Chevy. I drive a Ford. I think we've settled on the Ford. But yeah, there's a lot. There's so many small, minute details that I'm excited for, and so many major ones too. So thank you guys so much for being here. This might have been a long-winded thank you or a welcome, but I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget, suggestions, leave them down below. Let me know what you want to know about us. This is more of a personal channel, not reacting to anything. I'm not talking about politics too much or this too much. This is about me and Tash. This is about our move to go over to the States. So thank you very much for being here, guys. Honestly, your support is absolutely amazing. And if you're not subscribed to the channel and for some reason this video has popped up on your feed, subscribe now if you want to see our move and everything we have to say about it. And you can also head over to my other channel as well. I'll leave the links down below. So guys, have a great day. I'll see you soon, and thank you very, 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 very much for your support.